nice, bye.
Sounds like a
Wala akong
weekend well spent.
Samantalang ako nagbubungkal ng lupa.
Si Boss Pawi, alam ko ginawa niya.
Ano ginawa ni Pawi?
Anong ginawa mo, Pawi?
Hindi, 10K.
But I
Nag-ano
didn't
fun
run.
run sa UE.
Nagmarathon ka.
Hindi. Nag-host lang yan. Hindi tumakbo yan.
Yeah,
Hindi tumakbo.
Ay, balita ko may tatakbo daw.
Oo nga.
And it's not Pawi or
Ano?
me or Seth.
What's that?
70 days to go.
Kaya ba?
Every day
Kaya?
naman nagtitrain yan.
Yes, kaya. Let's see. Sabi
Ayaw
ko
na
lang
niya.
We're rooting for you.
Thank you.
Kayanin mo.
Pero alam niyo ba, session, Lovey, kakasabi ko lang kay Chess, di ko masarap, busog eh. So, but thank you again to the ladies of the big story, to Cess, to Sean, and to Pauline tonight on our show. As they've mentioned, yes, Game 7 in the books, NBA Finals, and we got the Oklahoma City Thunder capping off their dominant season with an NBA title. Plus, Kevin Durant on the move as the Phoenix Suns trade him to the Houston Rockets.
What a way for him to find out, though. And we find out who made the cut for Alas Pilipinas women in the VTV Cup.
So stay tuned, volleyball fans, basketball fans, sports fans. We got you covered. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Saska Tuncalo.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy Lee. Mr. Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stopping another one. Bakunas rejecting Estevo for the
The Oklahoma City Thunder have done it. Yes, they are the new champions of the NBA. The Thunder prevailing over the Indiana Pacers after a grueling 7-game series in the finals. Here's a recap of the title-clinching match.
Congratulations, you're the 2025 NBA champions.
The number one team entering the playoffs remained on top of the NBA when all was said and done.
shot clock is off.
The Oklahoma City Thunder winning Game 7 of the NBA Finals at home, 103-91, to claim the NBA championship for the 2024-2025 season.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds some space.
Without question, the road back to the top did not come easy right till the very end.
Up the three. That's good. Boy, he is shot.
The Indiana Pacers gave the Thunder a tough fight.
Halliburton falls down. He looks hurt.
Even after losing Tyrese Halliburton to a serious leg injury in the opening minutes. With the Pacers ahead by 1 at halftime, the Thunder tightened the screws and were able to regain the lead in the third quarter. In the Spitfire guard, TJ McConnell scored 5 straight buckets to keep his team afloat.
McConnell so confident, gets to the rim and scores again.
But OKC regrouped.
Williams pulls back, jump shot. That's good.
And as they've done all season long, they played top-notch team basketball on both ends to build a 13-point advantage entering the payoff period. OKC head coach Mark Daignault couldn't be prouder of his squad's championship resolve.
They behave like champions. They compete like champions. They root for each other's success, which is rare in professional sports. They are I've said it many times, I'm going to say it one more time. This is an uncommon team, and now they're champions.
In the final frame, Pacers swingman Benedict Mathurin took his turn in trying to spark an Indiana comeback. But the Thunder were too poised to get rattled, with their young big man Chet Holmgren anchoring the defense and their main man Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating the offense. Holmgren had 18 points and 5 blocks, which is an NBA Finals record for a Game 7. SGA added game highs of 29 buckets and 12 assists.
He's your finals MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander was later named the most valuable player of the finals. It's his third MVP award this season alone after winning the title in the regular season and the Western Conference Finals.
A lot of hard work, a lot of hours in the gym, This isn't just a win for me. This is a win for my family. This is a win for my friends. This is a win for everybody that was in my corner growing up. This is a win for the fans, the best fans in the world. Love you guys.
This is the Thunder's first NBA championship since moving to OKC, and the franchise's title since 1979, when they were still named the Seattle Supersonics.
The biggest what-if in Game 7 of the finals will undoubtedly revolve around Tyrese Halliburton. It happened at the 5-minute mark of the first period. Hallie fell down after extending his right leg during a drive attempt. He then screamed in pain, banging the hardwood with his hand in frustration. Several moments later, Hallie was carried off the court as he could not put weight on his right leg. As the game progressed, Tyrese's dad, John, talked to a courtside reporter and confirmed that it was an Achilles injury. Indy's star point guard played just 7 minutes but was able to score 9 points. Hallie is the third big star in this playoffs alone to suffer an Achilles injury, following Damian Lillard and Jason Tatum. Here are Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle and all-star forward Pascal Siakam reacting to the unfortunate incident.
What happened with Tyrese is just all of our hearts dropped. But he will be back. I don't have any medical information about what may or may not have happened, but he'll be back in time, and I believe he'll make a full recovery. So he authored one of the great individual playoff runs in the history of the NBA.
Off the bat, just wishing him well. I mean, it was just hope for the best. But I'm just, I'm proud of that kid. You know, he went through so much during the year. A lot of criticism. It's just, it's a lot, you know, for a young kid to go through, and like, he had a lot of stress, a lot of, you know, like, and he just kept battling, man. Like he kept fighting every single day. He kept just working, and he did some incredible things like this whole playoff run and this year, and yeah, like I'm just super proud of him. Obviously, you know, it hurts because we couldn't get it done, you know, and I wanted it so bad for him, and just because I know that, you know, he gave us everything.
Even before Game 7 of the NBA Finals tipped off, the Phoenix Suns and the Houston Rockets already made headlines by pulling off a blockbuster trade. I'm sure you've seen it on social media. Reports say the Suns have sent superstar forward, former MVP Kevin Durant to the Rockets, ending weeks of speculation on where the 15-time All-Star would end up. Now, in return, H-Town gave away young star Jalen Green, defensive stopper Dillon Brooks, the number 10th pick in this year's draft, and 5 future second-round picks. Durant leaves the Valley after 2.5 years. His last season with the Suns ended in disappointment, with the team going 36-46 and missing the playoffs. KD now joins a young Houston team coming off a huge jump this past season. The Rockets finished second in the West with 52 wins and 30 losses in the regular season, but they lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets will be Durant's 5th team as he enters year 18 in the league.
Kevin Durant found out about the trade while he was on stage in New York at Fanatics Fest NYC, an event celebrating sports culture. KD was seen smiling as the cheering crowd broke the news to him. Event moderator Taylor Rooks then caught on and asked Durant what he felt about the trade, to which he replied, "We're gonna see, man." In his first interview as a Rocket after the Fanatics event, Durant seemed eager to move forward already. He said the Suns, quote, "got what they wanted, I got what I wanted, so we can move on," before wishing his former team good luck. KD also said he knew the trade was going to happen soon, but he didn't know exactly when. With Durant's addition, the Rockets get a veteran star presence to their core of all-star Alperen Sengun, Fred VanVleet, and Amen Thompson. Coming up, Alas Pilipinas women get an overhaul. Find out who made the lineup for the upcoming VTV Cup in Vietnam. Play-by-play will be right back. Stay tuned.
Lahat po ng mapapanood ninyo sa susunod na mga eksena ay fake. Tandaan niyo po yan.
Ngayon, sobrang dali na gumawa ng fake na video. Muka, boses, pwedeng gayahin. Parang totoo, pero hindi.
Yung fake videos, pwedeng gamitin yan para manghingi ng OTP, password, o mag-spread ng maling impormasyon. Gaya nito.
Bro, legit to. High return in just 3 months. Wala kang gagawin.
Oo, boss. Bayad ka. Minimum lang 50,000. May 100,000 ka na bukas.
Oops, fake lahat to. Pati kami FAK.
Nanalo ako. Pero kailangan daw ng 1,000 pesos. Tsaka OTP. Anong OTP?
Inday, na-aksidente si sir. Nasa ospital. Karon dayon nagpadala og kwarta.
Unsa? Ay, fake pala ako. Pati itong buong eksena.
Good morning po. May promo tayo ngayon. Tataasan natin ang credit limit ninyo.
Alright.
Pakisend po ng picture ng credit card nyo.
Oops, fake to.
Ingat tayong lahat sa fake. Gaya namin.
Lahat kami dito fake.
Pakipadala ng email address at phone number. Oops, fake ako. Sorry, tita. Fake ako.
Ow, I miss you.
Sorry. Fake kami.
Gagawa ko ng batas na lahat ng senior high school students kailangan mag-necktie.
Bakit po necktie, sir?
Sa ikauunlad ng bayan, neckties ang kailangan. Ay, fake pala ako, pati itong press con.
Fake news and fake videos will become an even bigger problem. Pati lahat ito fake.
Ang nakakagulat, sobrang dali na gumawa ng video gamit ang AI. Sobrang galing na nito at gagaling pa.
Ang good news, mukhang mas madaling gumawa ng AI-generated video kesa magpaloko, kahit gano'ng kagaling pa yan.
Lalo na kaming mga kabataan ngayon, hindi na kami basta-basta maluloko.
Hindi mo kami maluloko, AI.
Gayunpaman, there are people we care about who can fall for this. At aminin, baka one day, mabiktima ka rin.
Saka sa totoo lang, lahat ng scam na to, lumana. But we've seen that every old scam tries to use the newest technology.
We have also seen that even the oldest scams and the newest toys are no match for knowledge, awareness, and watching out for each other.
Kaya let's be aware. Magtulungan tayo na maintindihan ng bawat isa ang mga nakikita at napapanood natin.
Uulitin ko lang ha, ang lahat ng nakita nyo, fake. Walang totoong tao dito. Pati ako fake. Okay, thanks, bye.
Lahat po ng mapapanood ninyo sa susunod na mga eksena ay fake. Tandaan niyo po yan.
Ngayon, sobrang dali na gumawa ng fake na video. Muka, boses, pwedeng gayahin. Parang totoo, pero hindi.
Yung fake videos, pwedeng gamitin yan para manghingi ng OTP, password.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. Alas Pilipinas men are out to end their campaign in the 2025 ABC Men's Nations Cup on a positive note. The team's final match will be a battle for 10th place, and they will face New Zealand tomorrow at 5 p.m. Alas men have yet to secure a victory in the tournament. They lost both of their games in pool play, then dropped their match against Thailand in straight sets to open the 9th to 11th classification round. And of course, you can catch tomorrow's match live on One Sports, on One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app.
As for Alas Pilipinas women, their lineup is getting a new look for the VTV Cup in Vietnam. Brooke Van Sickle, MJ Phillips, and Tia Andaya will finally don the national colors. They joined some members of the Alas women's team that won a historic silver medal from the AVC Women's Nations Cup. The returning players include team captain Gia de Guzman, Ea Laure, Don Katindig, Vanny Gandler, Thea Gagate, Del Palomata, and Fifi Sharma. Lams Lamina and Leila Cruz, previously part of the reserves, have also been called up. Justine Hazareno and Mars Alba are expected to strengthen the libero and setter rotations, while UAAP standouts Alea Malaluan and Amy Provido add to an already strong La Salle contingent. Former Japan League import Madi Madayag is also back in the mix. Notable absentees from the lineup include Bella Belen, Alyssa Solomon, Angel Canino, Shaina Netura, Jen Yerva, Julia Coronel, and Cla Loresco. The VTV Cup will run from June 28 to July 5.
Meanwhile, on the PBL on tour, the Signal HD Spikers with back-to-back wins in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. They just beat the Capital One Solar Spikers in straight sets, 25-21, 25-22, and 25-16. It's a strong follow-up to Signal's sweep of the Akari Chargers on Sunday. Jel Cayuna orchestrated the HD Spikers attack with 27 excellent sets. Erica Santos led the scoring with 11, while Rose Doria Aquino added 10. Heather Ginoo also sparked Signal with her 8 points. Signal remains unbeaten in Pool B with a 2-0 win-loss record.
Lagi ko lang sinasabi ko every time na nananalo kami. Sobrang happy and of course proud dahil nag-deliver and then duro yung effort din nila pagdating ng training, naya-apply nila especially pagdating ng game, which is lagi namin ine-emphasize din sa kanila yon. And hopefully mas ma-improve pa namin dahil syempre yung last 3 games namin ng this elimination mas magiging matindi, so kailangan talaga na mas maghanda kami.
Yun nga po na mas makatulong po sa team. Gaya po sinabi ni Coach Shaq na dapat po na ready lang kami na kung ano po yung magiging kulang, kailangan pong muna.
Meantime, it's an ongoing battle between the Creamline Cool Smashers and Akari Chargers. A tight match in the early goings here, with the Cool Smashers winning the first set in extended fashion, 27-25. But the Chargers would come right back with Ced Domingo and Gretzel Soltones firing on all cylinders to tie things up at 1 set apiece. In the third set, Creamline took control again with Gemma Galanza and Michelle Gumabao leading the way. The fourth set just started. Creamline aims to complete its own sweep of its vegan games after beating Capital One on Sunday. Akari hopes to bounce back after losing to Signal.
In the Spikers turf, the Crisscross King Crunchers strengthened their front line by signing UST standout Popoy Colinares. The King Crunchers announced the acquisition on social media, saying Colinares is bringing height, hustle, and heart to the net. The 6'2" middle blocker was stellar in what turned out to be his final year in UST. He finished second in blocks and third in service aces in UAAP Season 87, bagging the Best Middle Blocker award. Back in May, Colinares already bid goodbye to USC, but did not confirm his next move. By turning pro, he will forego his final 2 years of eligibility in the UAAP. Colinares joins a crisscross squad looking to get over the hump after settling for runner-up finishes in the past 3 conferences.
Just weeks after getting replaced as the head coach of the UST Golden Tigresses, veteran mentor Kung Fu Reyes is taking his talents to the NCAA to coach the San Beda Lady Red Spikers. The team officially welcomed Reyes over the weekend. He will now take on the task of pulling San Beda up after they finished 8th in the NCAA Season 100 Women's Volleyball Tournament. The Lady Red Spikers had a 4-14 win-loss slate. Despite this new appointment, the 44-year-old Reyes will remain as the sports director of the UST women's and girls volleyball programs. 3 weeks ago, Shaq de los Santos, who was Reyes' deputy and a former head coach of UST himself, took over the reins for the Tigresses. After the break, can't get enough of Game 7 of the NBA Finals? Well, we check out some of the top plays from the winner-take-all match when play-by-play returns. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Filipina tennis sensation Alex Ayala is off to a dominant start at the Eastbourne Open in the United Kingdom. Ayala made easy work of Italian foe Lucia Bronzetti after shutting her out in the first set. Ayala reasserted her mastery of Bronzetti for a 6-love, 6-1 victory. Ayala entered the game 13 spots below Bronzetti in the world rankings. The Filipina is now through to the round of 16 with her opponent yet to be determined. Ayala looks to go deeper in her 4th grass court tournament of the year. This is part of her preparation for her Wimbledon debut later this month.
And of course, as expected, we're down and we got Game 7 of the NBA Finals of tonight's highlight reel down to the last final play date in the NBA. A little bit sad, but okay. At least magaganda naman yung mga plays. Let's roll it. First up, TJ McConnell. Big third period for this kid coming off the bench. Look at this. Ooh, making moves on Hartenstein. Then the pull-up. 5 straight buckets in the third for McConnell, rallying after being down a lot here to OKC in the third. McConnell giving life to Indy there. Sweet-looking jumper over Hartenstein on the switch. And that's just a swish there for McConnell. Indy spark plug leaps high for that jumper. McConnell, by the way, replacing injured Tyrese Halliburton, tallying 16 points, 6 assists off the bench. Unfortunately, these numbers weren't enough, though, to fill in Hallie's big shoes. Okay, up next, still from the Pacers, how about Aaron Nesmith getting the block here? I may have spoiled it, but yes, I'm sure you've seen the highlight. That was a great drive. Ooh, J-Dub getting stopped by Nesmith. A la LeBron on the chase down. Siakam was also there for good measure. Whew. Nesmith, though, struggled on offense, having only 3 points, but he made up on defense. He posted 2 steals, as many swats. Ultimately, though, Nesmith fouled out in Game 7. Dito na lang ako, para makahabol tayo. Okay, up to the next play. Let's go to OKC. Shea, under a minute to play in the first half. SGA, pick and roll. Textbook. Ooh, the foul in the bucket. That was a big play for Hartenstein, hitting his head too. SGA whispering a few words. Alex Caruso also hyping his big man. Take a look at this. Pick and roll action. Hartenstein hanging in midair, getting the bang, the bucket. Count it, +1. iHeart. Big play here. And it doesn't matter for iHeart there. By the way, SGA with 29 points, 12 assists, ends up the finals MVP. iHeart, 7 points in this one, 9 boards. Thunder pulled through in Game 7. Up next, let's go. Thunder defense to offense. Here it is, McConnell, pick and roll against Holmgren. Holmgren, good defense. And then Nesmith, blocked by Holmgren. He had 5 blocks here. Saved by Dort. Holmgren on the run. Here's OKC. It leads to this man, the MVP. Screen by Lou Dort. SGA out. Jade up. 3. Bang! 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 20 markers, 4 boards, as many dimes for J-Dub. Defense to offense in the fourth quarter. That was big. Really big. Why? Because that lead ballooned from 18 to 21 at that point. And look at this. Oklahoma City fans loving it, smelling blood in the water. And they knew they were going to win that title, especially in that fourth quarter. Brilliant from OKC. Lastly, historic block from Chet Holmgren. Here's McConnell. Under 5 to play. Game 7. Attacks. Holmgren says, no, sir, denied. By the 7-foot big man, Holmgren, 5 big swats in Game 7. Woo. And by the way, an NBA Finals record for a Game 7 in OKC. Ending up, of course, winning the title and winning Game 7, 103-91. Thunder now the new kings of the NBA. Check.
Before we go, we've got another championship to celebrate, this time in football. A huge congratulations to Kaya FC Iloilo after claiming back-to-back PFF Women's League titles. Laika Cuenco delivered the championship-winning goal in added time to lift Kaya over Makati FC 2-1. Kaya earlier took the lead with a 6th-minute strike from Shela Kadag, but Makati FC responded late with a Rhea Una de la Calzada equalizer in the 81st minute. Kaya ends the season tied with Stallion Laguna with 23 points, but clinched the trophy via superior goal difference. Philippine women's national team mainstay Haley Long was named tournament MVP. Congratulations again to Kaya FC.
Congratulations, Kaya, and as if naman makakarating to sa Oklahoma City Thunder. Congratulations, Sam Presti, OKC Thunder. What a fantastic job Sam Presti has done. Imagine trading away Paul George and then getting all these picks, getting SGA, and all these draft picks ended up winning a chip in the NBA.
But of course, wishing nothing but the best for Tyrese Halliburton. No one wants to see that happen to any athlete.
Yeah, I did message his father. Medyo emotional pa. Hopefully, we can have him on the show via Zoom. And he did promise. But that was if they won a championship. Talo. Let's see. That's all from us tonight. Catch us again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chascalet.